Uh, hey guys, hope you guys are doing good. You know, today is currently day 58 of this challenge, and yeah, so basically for today's video, what I actually wanted to talk about, right, was the importance of like reviewing the things that you did in the past. Like you actually realizing your mistakes and something like that. Because I've realized that like yesterday and today, right, as I was reviewing my previous campaigns and the mistakes that I've made, it actually made me mad. It made me mad because that's when I actually realized that some of the mistakes that I've made, right, with the things that I know now, I was just like, bro, come on, Tabang. Like I could have signed like 5 clients by now, with some of the mistakes that I made. And I guess that's actually how it's supposed to feel, when you review your past progress, because I just get so mad at myself, because I'm like, bro, like instead of you doing it like that, you could have done it like this. But at the moment, I was acting on what I knew at the time. It's easier to have an opinion on something when you look at it afterwards, when you're like a spectator now. And that also made me just made me realize, like imagine what professional athletes and all these salespeople actually go through. Because when you're working at like a sales company and stuff like that, you have to listen to your past calls, and you have to listen to the mistakes that you made and improve on them and stuff like that. And I actually put myself in the shoes of a professional football player, right? Soccer player. So imagine you play a game today, you didn't perform that well, and then you have another game like next week, right? And then during the week in preparation of that game, you have to look back at the previous game and see the mistakes that you made and improve on them. And when you see like, because when you're looking at it now from like the outside, not when you're actually like in the present moment and you're actually doing the thing. Now when you're analyzing everything, you're like, damn, see, like now you see it clearly. It's like you should have done this instead of doing that. You should have done that instead of doing this. But that's the whole purpose of failing and reviewing. I feel like failing is actually very important, because if I didn't fail in those past campaigns, I wouldn't have had the action plan that I have today, as detailed as it is today. I wouldn't I wouldn't be like I don't actually know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just realized how important all those failures were. Because when I think about it, if I had signed those clients, right, the mistakes that I made, I would have made them later on, which is why I'm actually grateful for this whole challenge because from the get go, I knew that this challenge, my rate of failure is going to be very high because I don't have that many distractions. I'm only focused on one thing. So, like, I'm constantly trying out new things. I'm trying, I'm failing, I'm trying, I'm failing. And it's a good thing, when you learn from your failures, because I mean, when you review the things that you've done in the past, the only thing you can do is learn from those mistakes, make sure that you don't repeat the same mistakes, and you make sure that the next time you do it, you improve on it. You improve on it. And knowing that for this quarter or this challenge, I only have one campaign left, right? And obviously, just like every other previous campaign, I'm gonna be as optimistic as I possibly can be. I have to be. It's the last one, and basically, I'm gonna take up all the knowledge from the accumulation of my past, all the knowledge that I gained, right, from the from the past campaigns, right? What I did wrong, what I can do to improve on that. And now I have a better understanding of how things actually work. Like sometimes even like having a budget for the campaign, I'd be shocked as to like why am I running out of money so quickly. But now when I actually review everything and look at the numbers and stuff like that, I realize that, oh, so this is the mistake that I made. Also, I also get charged when this thing happens and this thing happens. So it's more money, and that's why sometimes the campaign doesn't even last that long, because the money that I budgeted for that campaign runs out quickly, because of the things that I didn't know. But now that I know better, hopefully in this upcoming campaign, right, the next one, I just have to hope for the best, because it is the last one. It is officially the last one. I'm for that one actually. I'm gonna record a Loom video, and I'm actually gonna show you guys like the some of the responses, the replies, and everything on Loom, right? So I'm gonna record everything in like in detail, right? I'm gonna share all of that with you guys. So yeah, that's basically been on my mind this whole day as I was reviewing the campaign again, going through the action plan. It just made me realize how important all those failures were. I mean, I'm actually grateful for them. Like I'm very, very grateful for the failures that I've had, because you can only learn from your failures. That's the only way. You can only fail forward. You can't just fail and be like, oh, okay, so nothing happens. You actually have to do something about it. Reflect upon that failure. Why did you fail? Why didn't that thing actually work out in the first place? And then you come up with the action plan and you go again. So that's how I see it now. I kind of like see things a bit clearer, than at the start of this challenge, because at the start of this challenge, I thought I knew everything. I thought, nah, I got it figured out. I know everything. I know this plan is gonna work, because I ran one campaign. Now I thought that I knew everything because that campaign was a success. You know, Sometimes succeeding in things, it makes you become complacent. You don't feel like you have anything else to learn, because you're like, oh no, that thing worked, so I don't have to do anything else. But when you fail, that's when you actually get a proper humbling. You're like, you actually don't know shit, bro, and you just have to keep on learning and learning, because the moment you stop learning, that's when you actually fuck yourself up. So yeah, that's what I actually wanted to share for today's video, right? And I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. I